So, are you in sync? Nope, not talking about the boy band. I'm talking about your brand. Are you in sync? Are you completely in alignment from the inside out? I want to share a little bit today with you about why that even matters, about how your clarity, your cohesiveness, your authenticity really does start with being completely in alignment and in sync on a couple of different levels. Hi guys, my name is Amber Griffiths with Your Brand by Design, and I'm a branding expert and a rock star. And today we're going to talk about your brand alignment, strategic alignment, and why it matters, what it is, and how you can actually create that. I will tell you right now that it doesn't matter how completely in sync you think you are. If you are not making the money you want, if you are not attracting your ideal clients every time you open your mouth, there's something out of alignment with your brand. And how to find out what that is, there's a couple different ways. One, I'm going to share it with you right now. You can also go to brandingrockstarsquiz.com. Take a little quiz. I think it takes about 2.5-3 minutes. And you can find out exactly what parts of your brand, what pieces, what concepts are keeping you from making the money you want, from making the impact you want. And they're keeping you working with people who are $20 the hard way. So go take that quiz. Like I said, it takes 2 or 3 minutes. brandingrockstarsquiz.com. But in the meantime, let's talk about alignment. So your alignment begins, it essentially means that everything you are inside gets to look like that on the outside. And it's not just about, gee, I love those colors. Gee, I love those fonts, although that is absolutely a part of it. One of the things that you get to worry about, the very first part of being in alignment, is making sure that what you do every day actually moves you toward your vision. If you say, this is my vision and this is what I'm creating in my business and this is what's important to me, then everything you do during the day, your tasks, your content should be in alignment with that. So for example, if you say, I want to be making $1 million and I want to make sure that I bring up a half dozen other people with me every single time, every single year, I help create another half dozen or so people who are also millionaires. Okay, that's your vision. That's what you're going to create. You don't do that by giving away your services. You don't do that by discounting your services. And you don't do that by playing to the lowest denominator. What I mean by that is you don't do that by working with broken clients. That probably sounds a little harsh, and that's too bad. When you're talking about creating your rockstar brand, you will actually serve your people better if they are truly your people. Think about the last time you tried to help someone, tried to serve someone, tried to work with someone who wasn't quite ready. Either they weren't ready to implement the new system, the new product, the new service, or they couldn't pay. They weren't financially ready to take you on. That was hard, yeah? If you have to drag them into it, you're going to have to drag them through it. I know you've heard that before, but trying to drag them into it, trying to say, I don't want to leave them behind, I want to make sure I serve them too, and then trying to get them into your highest level program, your highest product, your highest service, that is completely misaligned with your vision. If these people are, if what you're helping them do is create an extra $400 or $500 a week, or $400 or $500 a month, or if what you're trying to do is help them take something that is nothing and get $1 or $2 more for it, the chances of you taking them from that level to $1 million that year are slim to none. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you say your vision is to make millionaires, you've got to start with people who are excited to get there too. You can't try to talk them into it. So that kind of misalignment is part of what keeps your brand from being completely clear and strategically aligned. The second way that you need to be in alignment is with your content. What's coming out of your mouth? Is it completely in alignment with what you say is important? Is it in alignment with your vision? Is it in alignment with your core values? Look at what you are posting on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Pinterest, on all the other social platforms. Listen to what you say at a networking event. What are you putting in your blog? Are they consistent with what you said you wanted? Are they completely cohesive? If I read a blog from February and a blog entry in August, do I get the same feeling from your content? If you are talking about money at one point and health at another, and bargain basement over here, and then talking about color blue over here, chances are I'm going to be a little confused as to what you're creating and how to work with you and how to refer you. So you get to be completely consistent and in alignment with your content as well. And that's both inline or online and what comes out of your mouth at a networking event or when you're working at a sales conversation with one-on-one. It's got to be in alignment. This is called strategic brand alignment. And it's important for you to have a clear, cohesive, converting brand. It's what creating a RockStar brand is all about. The other thing I want to make sure that you, when I talk about strategic alignment, is it's important that it's consistent with your delivery. And by that I mean timeliness, that it's consistent, that it's cohesive, and that everyone who works with you or speaks for you is in that exact same place. Hello, Sarah. How are you over there? It's critical. If you decide to if you hire staff, if you outsource something, if you hire a coach, it's important that every time somebody speaks for you, it's still clear, it's still consistent, and that way it will in fact convert. If I'm getting one thing from you and then I talk to a team member and they're like, oh, by the way, yeah, come on in, there's discounts. I speak to you and say, you never discount. Then I'm confused and I don't know what your brand really stands for. It's going to be hard for me to work with you. It's going to be hard for me to refer you if I'm getting mixed messages. Does that make sense? So your brand's got to be strategically aligned with what you said you wanted, what you said you wanted to create, and it's got to be consistent from the inside out. Everything about what you want, your heart and soul, your passion, your fire, has got to come out in your brand. And everything that comes out in your brand, remember, your brand is everything you say and everything you do to create that experience for your ideal clients. So everything you put out there, online, offline, printed, speaking, gets to be consistent with what you said you wanted to create in your business. If there is a piece of you that's like, I'm not quite sure what that is, or I know I'm not making the money I want, but I can't quite figure it out, I would love to support you with that. I would love to have a conversation and see if there's something I can do to help you get there. Because sometimes you can do it on your own. I've seen it happen. It takes longer. Sometimes it's not quite there. Exactly. Everybody gets the same message. Precisely, Sarah. So if you want to do it by yourself, congratulations. Good luck with that. I hope it goes well. If you would like a little bit of support, some outside expertise in this particular area, if you want a little bit of an outside perspective, maybe you're more okay than you think you are. But if something's not right, if the money is not there, if you're working with people that make you twitchy, that make you tired, the 20 bucks the hard way, if every time you go to a networking event, you look around and go, wow, these are not my people, but you can't figure out why they're not your people, I would love to support you with that discovery. Please, please do one of three things. 1, go to the brandingrockstarsquiz.com. It walks you through each portion of your brand to see which part's out of alignment, which part's completely perfection, in sync, and ready to go. It'll help you understand where you need to focus. 2, you can go to yourbrandbydesign.com/duet and schedule some time with me. It's an opportunity for you and I to speak one-on-one and really get clear about what you're creating in your business and how little tweaks. Thank you, Sarah. Messaging is one of my favorite parts because it doesn't matter how clear you are in your head if you can't share that, right? The third way I would love to support you is for you to join me with BrandPalooza. This is my group coaching program. We launch October 1st, so you've got about 10 days. And you can jump in. This is the kind of content that's going to be recorded so you can catch up with us. But it's going to be amazing. And if you're in that position where you're like, I've got most of my stuff together, but I'm not quite sure where it's off, or I can't quite get it cohesive, I can't quite get it in alignment and in sync, then BrandPalooza is absolutely for you. For more information about that, you can go to yourbrandbydesign.com/group, and it fills you in on everything that BrandPalooza is, everything it is not, what you're going to get out of it, and how to join. I cannot wait to talk to you about that, about your brand, about business, about life in general. And until then, rock on.